for you for the month of March? Okay. Aries. A change in position in your position at work, your job, where you're at right now. There's something where you may see a jump, like a positive advance here. You advancing in a way that I do see before. Perhaps you thought you couldn't cope with the changes or how fast it was coming in, but you're going to realize that you are capable, that you have the qualities and the skill to be able to handle it. It's a positive shift, so it's nothing for you to worry about, because there is a slight level of stress here, but you've got this. You've got it, and I think you're going to realize that you have it more than you give yourself credit for. There is something here that feels very much like it is written for you, Aries. It is written for you. Downtime. I do see you may be seeking downtime, but you may not get too much of it. Like you feel like you've been rushed off your feet. But you will find ways to relax, to rest, and I do see that's going to be quite important for you. You're trying to find a really good balance in your life. And perhaps what I do see, there has been an imbalance. There has been, and it's been playing on your mind, and it's like, I like to get to a place where I have the choice to be able to spend time doing this or that, rather than you feeling like you have to spend your whole day at your desk, for example, without much flexibility. So I just see you wanting to have flexibility, roam about. I see there's some things that are going to be settling down on some plans, and those plans I see will be quite concrete. It is something that you have been building on, and now it's starting to materialize. You're taking these plans and putting them into action, and you're not missing a beat here. Without missing or skipping a beat, you are intending on doing everything that has been laid out, planned out for yourself. There is someone around you that has sworn you to secrecy over something. Emotions, feeling guilty about a situation, perhaps connected to family. This could be something specific, but something like that could be arising. And I do see you may feel like you're not sure what to do. Do seek advice, but there is something in your heart that you feel is a little bit conflicted. And you may feel like you want to get away from all of that. You don't want to be attached to anything that feels messy. So a few things like that could be happening. So just be aware of that. There's been like a heavy weight that you've been lugging around, that you're almost like clicking your fingers and it goes. It's like you have a realization, some awakening, where you're like, this is actually not my job. I don't need to carry this. So you're making drastic decisions with what you are doing when it comes to issues and situations. You're not having any of it. You're not getting involved in ways like how you used to. There is somebody that you could be crossing paths with that matches very much of the things that you like in a person. The suitability there is very high, is what I'm seeing. Very, very charming as well. You're turning on your charm offensive here yourself. And I do see there's a lot of playfulness as well. there's somebody around you that's been very hard to read, and you've never been too sure whether you should, take that step or not. But I do see there's going to be clarity there. And you're going to really enjoy the company of someone else. It's just like, it looks playful, it looks nice, it looks light, it doesn't look complicated, and that's not something that you're looking for. You don't want anything complicated. You're really kind of, turning the wheels here with how you are basically living your life day to day. There is something that you advise people really, really well, and now you're taking action on your own advice. Sometimes that hasn't always been the case. You advise people really something really good, but you don't necessarily do it yourself. But now you are as well. There's something that you feel very, very protective over. It could be somebody close to you, something that you truly do care about, and that's something that pays off. It's like, I do feel like you've come across a lot of resistance, and that's something that is being paid back to you, if that makes sense. There's an appreciation there. Whoops. Oh, sorry, too many cards, and cards have just fallen. Okay, 1 second. Very strong energies already. All right, Aries. For Aries, very protective. But there's a mother figure as well, that feels very protective over you. The Knight of Cups, right? The Page of Swords, and the Four of Swords. Something here shows me that you'll see it when you'll believe it when you see it, and something is coming in front of you, like some offer, and I do see you being shown appreciation also, that I feel you felt was lacking a little bit previously. But there's chemistry that is getting stronger. There's an offer, an opportunity that is definitely getting stronger. There's something for you to look into, something that, again, I get is something that you're going to enjoy, be excited about. You're gaining a lot more, learning a lot more as well, something that you're going to be very satisfied about. But do take time, not to rush it, and to take time for yourself. There is something that I see you're going to have a clearer vision, a lot more clarity. You need the time to heal your heart, heal the pain from the past. And it's something that you really kind of want to put behind you going forward. Finding that balance, as we were talking about, finding that time for you to set that time aside to have and to be able to do what you please, what you desire. I see like you tapping into the inner child of you as well. The Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands. The Justice card. That's perfect. Exactly what I was saying. Trying to find that balance, I see, for this month is key for you. It is key. The Ten of Wands, what I was talking about, having that weight that you are now officially letting go of. You're not going to continue this journey into this month with that weight. You're at the end of it. And that is where you receive this justice. And I see karmic rewards as well. Something is definitely feeling lighter, feeling better, feeling like you now have control. You're taking charge of your own life, of this situation. Something is definitely improving, becoming better. Bills is what I'm seeing as well. Bills, like, all these responsibilities, like paying bills and whatnot. Something will be settled, will be done. And I also get the message done and dusted. You're having this clearance. You're not going to bring anything from before, something that no longer suited you, into the future. There is something here from the universe that shows it has your back. Justice has your back. And I talked about something being settled. I feel like that's playing in your favor as well. The Wheel of Fortune. Brilliant. There we go. With the Wheel of Fortune. Love that. I was talking about you turning the wheels. It's very, very much, it's like, and it's perfect timing, after justice as well. Something that you are eager to do, the plans that you have, it's all, and I do see you're going to have a series of confirmations that you are on the right path as well. And for some, you are meeting your match. You're going to have time to also, connect to your personal life. Remember who you are, be your true self. There is perhaps some gamble that you could be taking, some sort of risk, but deep down it is worth it. Oh, already. Okay. Angel Guide Oracle card already came out. Forgiveness and understanding. And by the way, before I finish, the Wheel of Fortune here, um, and I do see you're going to be fortunate enough to be able to have the means to do things, luxury things, or whatever it may be that you otherwise could not have, perhaps in the past. You're going to be very much on a high vibration, materializing your visions. Forgiveness and understanding is very important. Forgiving yourself, forgiving others, perhaps that, and I do see that left you in a place that wasn't very good, and perhaps in a dark place, or whatever it may be, the complicated situations before. Forgive the situations. It doesn't mean you have to, engage in anybody, but things, I see a lot of compassion coming from you, and from compassion you understand, you have that deeper level of understanding. If anything, forgive yourself for perhaps not you know being as kind to yourself as you could have been either. So you set yourself free, and that you're not to blame if you're in that sort of predicament, or kind of situation. You're letting things go, or also forgiveness. And sometimes there's a frustration that that something took too long, but things are happening at the right time, the right place, and there's going to be a deeper appreciation being returned to you as well.